My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 92. In this lecture, we will try to understand covariance and correlation with the help of Python programming language. Let me go to our Jupyter notebook. I request you to go through my previous lecture in which I discussed about this particular data file, data frame auto underscore data. We already removed null values. We completed pre-processing on this particular file. Now, in this lecture, we will try to calculate covariance and correlation with the help of pandas. A measure of the relationship that exists between two variables is the covariance. Let's calculate the covariance between acceleration and miles per gallon using the COV function. Just observe auto underscore data. This is my data frame name. I already created in my previous lecture. Acceleration is column name in that particular data frame. COV is a function which is useful for finding covariance. MPG, miles per gallon. Now we are calculating covariance in between acceleration and miles per gallon using COV function. Just let me run this simple code. If I run, what will I get? I am getting 9 point double, just see this value, I think it's visible, 9.11551437 something like that, isn't it? What does it mean? It indicating a positive relationship. This indicates a positive. 9.1155 means it's a positive relationship. However, it is hard to interpret the magnitude of covariance. That's what I discussed in my previous lecture. It's hard to interpret covariance, isn't it? Let's calculate. In order to overcome this difficulty, we learned correlation. Let's calculate correlation between acceleration and miles per gallon. And just see this one, just this simple code. What it says: acceleration and mpg, miles per gallon. Earlier we were saying covariance. Now we are saying CORR, means just we are calculating correlation. Therefore, what is its value? Its value is, you can see that correlation is 0. Let me highlight this value, 0.423328. This correlation captures strength of a linear relationship between two variables. You can see that this is a positive relationship. The correlation coefficient is above 0 in the sense that is 0.4233285, something like that, isn't it? Correlation can be thought of as a normalized representation of covariance between variables. This I already discussed in my previous lectures. Let's calculate covariance between horsepower and miles per gallon. Just see this one. This is horsepower is my column name in auto underscore data frame, which I discussed in my previous lecture. This is mpg, means miles per gallon. I am calculating covariance in between horsepower and miles per gallon. Let me run this simple code. What will you get? You are getting, yes, let me repeat, otherwise let me highlight this one. What is its value? Minus 233.857, something like that. Let me repeat. Let's calculate covariance between horsepower and miles per gallon. That's what we did, isn't it? And you can see that this is a negative. Minus 233 means it's a negative. This covariance value is useful because it gives us the direction of the relationship. As horsepower increases, mileage seems to fall. Let's take look at the correlation between horsepower and mileage, and this let me proceed further. Just see this one. This is horsepower, isn't it? This one is mileage, mpg, miles per gallon. Now let me earlier we calculated covariance. Here instead of covariance, let me calculate correlation. Now what will you get? Just let me run. First let me run and let me see this value. What is this value? Minus 0.77. Yes, let me say like this. Let's take look at the correlation between horsepower and mileage, isn't it? CORR means what? Correlation. It's a horsepower, and between horsepower and mileage, and this will give us the direction as well as strength of the relationship. Yes, it's minus 0.7. It's giving direction, negative direction. Also it's giving relationship. You can see that horsepower and mileage are strongly negatively correlated. This makes me curious about the relationship between horsepower and displacement. Just see, horsepower, let me calculate covariance in between horsepower and displacement. This is my horsepower column. This is my displacement column in auto underscore data. Let me calculate covariance in between these two column names. Therefore, let's calculate the covariance here. You can see that this is positive. What is that value? 3614. Let me highlight this one, 3614.03374, isn't it? Let me say like this. I will repeat. This makes me curious about the relationship between horsepower and displacement. That's what I did. Horsepower and displacement. Yes, this is horsepower and this is displacement, isn't it? Horsepower and displacement. Let's calculate the covariance here, and you can see that this is positive, isn't it? 3614.033 is a positive, indicating a positive relationship. You can calculate the correlation between horsepower and the displacement. Yes, now we calculated covariance. Now let me calculate correlation. If I calculate correlation, what you are getting? 0.89725, isn't it? That and that's value is 0.897257, isn't it? A strong positive correlation. As horsepower increases, displacement increases. If you want to view the covariance between all pairs of variables that exist in your data, you need a matrix known as covariance matrix. What is that covariance matrix? I will discuss in my next lecture, that is in lecture number 93. Just this is simple lecture, just go through it. Certainly you can understand. Thank you very much. In next lecture, in lecture number 93, I will discuss about covariance matrix. Thank you.